Hi everybody, happy spring break. Today begins a week of crafting with the Penetanguishene Centennial Museum. Today we are going to be making these beaded flowers in a flower pot. When you open your kit that you've already picked up, you will find a bag of rice. You will find your flower pot, and you will notice I've already put my rice in there. And we're putting rice in there, as you can see in this one, so that the flowers will stand up. Okay, so they don't just flop over. If you choose not to use your pot and you just want to use these somewhere else, that's fine too. In the bottom of the pot, you're going to notice that I've put some tape over some holes. Please don't remove that tape, because if you do, all of the rice will leak out. You're also going to find a number of pipe cleaners like this, different colored than mine probably, and these are going to be used to make the petals. You will also find beads, just like you see on our flowers here, that also make the petals. You will have more beads than what I have in this little cup. You will have 2 straws, and the straws are what support the flowers if you're going to have them standing up in your pot. Like that, okay? Then you'll have this longer stem that is going to actually be inside the straw at the end to hold up your flower. Okay, so we'll take it out for now because we're going to need it. You will find a little decorative item to decorate the front of your pot like I have on mine. And I think the only other thing that you're going to need a little bit of that you don't have in your kit is some glue. Okay, so let's get started on making one of our flowers. Okay, so when it's time to pour the rice into your pot, you may want to get a grown-up to help you, so they can just help you with the bag so you don't end up spilling some all over the place. All right, so we are going to take one of our colored pipe cleaners here, and we need our beads, and we're going to be threading them onto the pipe cleaner. Actually, using a pipe cleaner is really much easier than using yarn or string or thread, because it's stiff and they don't slide off the end and it doesn't get floppy on you. So I just need a little more working space here, so I'll move that flower out of the way. So using whatever color pattern you like, just start threading 15 beads onto the stem. Okay. So these flowers are going to look pretty in your house. It's still a little bit early in the spring. We don't have any leaves on the trees yet. There isn't a whole lot of color outside. So this will bring some color into your house. Okay, and we're almost done here. Whoops, get on there. And we have 3 more. All right, we have them all on there now. You've noticed that I've kept a little bit at each end open. Try to keep these kind of even. Holding it by those empty spaces, just gently give it a bend like that. And you can see that it's taking on the shape of one of the petals from our flower here. If you need help at this point, a grown-up might be able to help you, or you could probably maybe do it yourself. You're going to twist these 2 ends together like so, and that will form one long straight stick now instead of 2. Okay. You're going to make 5 of those to put on one flower. Once you have your 5 made, you'll be able to take your longer stem and just bend it about that far in. So that's just a little ways, okay? And turn it so this is facing upwards. You're going to take one of your petals and you're going to twist it around the longer stem so that it's sitting upwards like that. Okay, and we're going to do that as closely together along our stem with the other 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Hi everybody. So as you can see, I have managed to get all 5 of my petals onto the longer stem. And we still have that piece that we had left at the beginning. So holding it up like that so it looks like a flower, you're going to take the shorter piece and you're going to again twist it around the longer piece. And this will help stabilize your flower and hold it together at the top. But as you can see, there is one thing missing still. We're missing the center of our flower. So we need to make that next. So we're just going to lay this down for a minute, and picking up one of your short stems, we're going to roll it up into a little ball. And we're going to do that by starting here and just rolling like this. Okay, so you just roll it over and over and over, kind of like a little caterpillar will do when it's trying to hide from you. It just rolls itself up into a little ball. Okay, and then we're going to put some glue on the back of here, and we're going to lay it on top of here, and that becomes the center of your flower. It does take a while to dry, so put it aside and just leave it. Don't poke at it or anything like I did with mine, because it just loosens it and you have to start over again. Just let it dry on its own while you work on your second flower. Now, once it's completely dry, we're going to pretend this is all dry. This is where the straw comes in. So if I was to stick this in here right now, it's just going to flop right over. But if you put it inside of a straw like this and push it all the way to the top, and when you stick it in your pot, it will stand up. Okay? So I know that rice is kind of a weird thing to be planting flowers in. When I put these together, the ground was still frozen, so we couldn't put dirt. But you can, now that the ground's a little softer, if you ask a grown-up if it's okay, if you put a little dirt on the top and make it look a little more natural. And don't forget to put your little stick-on decoration on the front of your pot. Okay, so now that you know how to make these flowers, you could make several of them and add it to the pot. Or like we said before, you may not want to put them in a pot at all. It's completely your choice. But have fun whichever you choose to do. Bye for now.